Hi, this is Jason with Violator Comics Collectibles coming at you with another toy review. And this time we're taking a look at the Star Wars The Force Awakens Rey Resistance outfit figure. And this is the 3 3/4 inch figure from Hasbro, and this one came out in 2016. So the first thing we're going to do is take a closer look at the packaging. So taking a look at the packaging, pretty standard Star Wars The Force Awakens packaging. Have the picture of Kylo Ren in the upper right hand corner, a really nice picture of Rey in the left corner with her saber ignited, which is really neat. You can see Rey in all her glory in the little bubble packaging. You can see the little combiner device that she comes with. So, I mean, pretty standard. Now with this figure, this is towards the end of the toy line. It was when they released this specifically because they didn't want to really give away a lot of the plot of the movie, you know, that she actually used the lightsaber. Just like, you know, Disney Store did that, where they did the Elite series metal ones, where they released one of Rey with BB-8, and then as soon as the movie came out, the day the movie came out, they actually had the same figure but with the lightsaber as well released. So they didn't want to, you know, give away that, you know, special part of the movie where she's actually the one that uses the lightsaber, because a lot of the marketing was pushed, you know, showing that Finn had the lightsaber and stuff. But really cool looking figure. Like I said, this is, I mean, probably the most sought after Rey. I mean, she actually comes with a lightsaber. The regular one didn't. Just the Jakku version didn't come with it. But as we go on to the back, pretty standard Force Awakens packaging, very bland white. It gives a little combiner device here that you'd get if you combine these three figures, and it shows if you just have it by itself. It's almost like a mechanical staff spinning thing is what it looks like, but very, very standard stuff. It's unfortunate because, you know, this toy line started to fizzle out, and they have some of the later release figures that a lot of people probably have never seen in the stores, like this one, are probably some of the best. Like this one, the Han Solo one, the unmasked Kylo Ren. But it's nice to actually, you know, get these and actually open them up. But let's do that. Let's get this one opened up. Alright, so taking a look at the Resistance outfit Rey, and you can see it looks really nice. Definitely got that Resistance outfit that we saw at the end of the movie. Didn't see it very long in The Force Awakens. I'm assuming we'll maybe see a little bit of it in The Last Jedi if we're lucky, but you know, looks good. I definitely like this figure. I mean, the main thing is it came with a lightsaber. The other one, the other Rey did not come with the lightsaber. The only other way you can get Rey with a lightsaber is they had like, I think it was a special set that came with like Maz Kanata and I think Kylo Ren, and then she came with her Jakku looking outfit with a lightsaber, but they never released it in the single carded things with a lightsaber other than this one. And like I said, this was a late run figure, so you didn't really get you know, a ton of these in the stores. But as far as the figure, it looks pretty good. The face sculpt isn't really what I would like it to be. I'll zoom in on everything a little bit later, but it's kind of Daisy Ridley looking. It doesn't really look as good as I think some of the other Rey figures look for a 3 3/4 inch figure. I definitely love the lightsaber. This lightsaber is cool, and it even has the little loop attached to the lightsaber, and it's actually done much better than what they're doing now on the Last Jedi toy line. Smaller, it's less out of the way. It looks like it's more sturdy than the other toy line, The Last Jedi. And same thing, the gun, the holster is awesome, and the gun is phenomenal, especially compared to The Last Jedi. Like I said, getting this figure after I've already reviewed The Last Jedi version, or the newer version of Rey with her holster and her gun. It's just a clunky gun that barely fits in the holster. I had to use a hair dryer to even get it to fit. It feels like it's going to break. This is a smaller, yet feels sturdier and detailed better with more paint. So the handle's got that black look to it, and I think that's great on this figure. But as we take a look, she's got her head movement, ball joint. You can pull this off, and if you wanted to change this with another head of Rey, you could do that if you wanted to. Her arms move up and down, and then her legs do move forward and back. Looks pretty straightforward. I mean, no other articulation. Standard for the Force Awakens toy line, which is pretty crappy. But let's take a closer look at each section. All right, here we have her face sculpt. And like I said, it's okay. I feel like, you know, most of the other ones were a little bit better. I don't know what it is. I don't know if she just looks too young or just looks too generic, but, you know, not bad, but not the best. I mean, the hair looks cool in the back. The profile looks good. The detail on the hair on the back is top notch. Definitely looks like the end of the movie. The same thing, I love her jacket on her body. I think that looks cool. This jacket can come off with a lot of pulling because it's so tiny around the arms, but you can do it if you wanted to. I'm not going to bother. I feel like I'm going to scrape the paint apps on it. Here we have her midsection. You can see it just looks good. I mean, like I said, you can open this up and you can see the belt kind of goes on around the figure. There is the gun, which, like I said, looks fantastic. I mean, everything looks good, and you can see the lightsaber. There's that little loop I'm talking about, which is just leaps and bounds better than the Last Jedi version. It's less, you know, it doesn't stick out as much. I mean, it's just a nicer looking hilt of the lightsaber. And like I said, I love this gun. This gun is just good. It's a great version of this gun. It fits in there. I mean, it's hard to see without, you know, because it's so tiny, but the black painted on there and the way that the gun looks, and like I said, it just slides into the holster. I just wasn't expecting that after dealing with the Last Jedi version of Rey. But I mean, everything looks great on this. Here you can see she's got her pants, and you know, she's got like those pedal pusher style pants where they only come up to like right here, and this is the rest of the skin. The light's making it look almost like she has, you know, she's pale as a ghost, but boots look good. I mean, everything about this figure definitely represents the way that she looks at the end of the movie. Here's a better look at the gun. You can see, like, you see the handle and everything. It just looks so good. It's, you know, obviously the barrel looks a little bit bent, but like I said, it's not even a big deal. I mean, for a 3 3/4 inch figure, this gun is tiny because they definitely make Rey, you know, more feminine in the way she looks. I mean, and so this gun is an absolute tiny gun. And the fact that it's got that much detail and it's even got a little bit of paint on it and it fits in the holster is just, you know, it's very welcomed. Here we have her extra accessory, and to me, it's kind of worthless in all honesty. I don't like this one at all. Basically, it's her staff, which is on the front with like a little box attached to it, and you can rotate it, and then it's got a little handle, and then there's this little clip thing in the back right here, which is supposed to clip on her arm, and it clearly shows it like basically clipped on the arm on the back of the packaging. You can't really get it clipped on there at all. I mean, without, you know, bending everything, and then this handle falls out of her hand. So I mean, this is really junk. The only thing that saves this is her staff. It's not as good of a version of her staff, but you can, once you can pop this off, and you can still use this as her staff if you wanted to do that. And I think that that's a cool feature, much better than a lot of the other junk they give us with some of these other figures. I'm trying to get it in her hand. Her hand's got like a little finger that sticks out, but you can actually have her staff, which is cool. For size comparison, here we have the Force Awakens Resistance Rey in the middle. On her left, which is our right, we have Kylo Ren from the Force Awakens toy line as well. So you can see that she's definitely in proportion to him. She's smaller, skinnier. And then on the left, we have the Last Jedi Luke Skywalker. So this is from the newer toy line for the new movie coming out. And this is basically, obviously, these two figures right here. This is how, you know, the look of at the end of the movie, where she looks like this when she meets Luke Skywalker, who looks like this. And, you know, the size comparison, everything fits really good. Like I said, this is a good version of Rey. Face sculpt is probably the one where I'm like kind of like not really sure if I like it. Like I said, with the ball joints in the head, you can pop it off and put a different one on if you wanted to, or had a, you know, one you'd like better. But I don't know if they're going to have one with this hairstyle. I'm assuming with the Last Jedi toy line, they might release this because it looks like she's obviously, the movie's going to pick up right where the Force Awakens left off. So I'm assuming we'll probably get a new Resistance Rey. So maybe, you know, if that happens, you know, the head sculpt will look a little better, or we'll maybe do a comparison. But a cool, you know, version of Rey. Like I said, a lot of people don't realize this one exists because it came so late in the toy line. And a lot of stores didn't really put that out. They weren't really dealing with these toys anymore. But a cool version of Rey. Like I said, I think it came before the Last Jedi Rey, which obviously is a little bit of a different outfit, but just the things they've done with the pistol and the lightsaber and the hook, I just think they did a better job with this figure. But once again, this has been Jason with Violator Comics Collectibles. If you have questions or comments, leave them in the comment section below. If you like the video, hit the like button, subscribe to our YouTube channel, like us on Facebook, and I'll see you guys next time.